It's our maths for Friday. It's the last day of the week for our home learning once again. So let's have a look at these and see if you got them right. Yeah, let's go. Oh, first of all, apologies for the percentages. I've just realised that they're exactly the same as Thursday, so I must have forgotten to change them when I was doing them. That's my fault. So really, we're just looking at these ones today. So a little hidden treat for today. You've not got quite as many to do when you do now. Right, so 4 2/6. We need to make that into a mixed. No, it is a mixed fraction. We need to convert it into an improper fraction. So as you know, you do 4 times 6, which is 24, and add 2, which is 26, and we keep the 6 the same. Because remember, one whole thing is 6/6, so 2 whole things would be 12/6, 3 would be 18, 4 is 24. So 4 times 6, and that gets you how many whole pieces you've got. The other way now, so we're on an improper fraction, mixed fraction. We need to change it to a mixed fraction, so we know we're going to have 11ths. But how many 11ths are in 43? So how many whole things have we got? Because 11 11ths is going to be 1. So 1, 11, 22, 33. Oh, not quite 44. So it's going to be 3. Well, it's one less than 44, isn't it? So we're going to have 10 pieces extra. Lovely. Next one, adding fractions. We've got two denominators that are different. We need to get them to be the same thing. Once again, we can either divide this one or multiply this one. I'm going to get them up to 24 with this one. It really doesn't matter, guys, what you do. It's just when you look at it, which one do you feel more comfortable doing? So I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to change this one into 20 to 24s. So to get to 24, you multiply that by 4, don't you? So 6 times 4 is 24. So multiply the top by 4, which is 8. So I've now got this sum here. 12 24ths, add 8 24ths. So 12 and 8, that's 20. So, sorry, I don't know why I'm going all the way down here now. So 20 24ths. If you wanted that as a mixed fraction, oh, no, can't have a mixed fraction because it's not over a whole thing. Could we simplify it? Well, we can halve that and make 10, and we can halve that and make 12. Can we simplify it again? Well, we could halve 12, and we can halve 10. Could we simplify it again? We could halve the 6 and make it 3, but we couldn't halve the 5. We couldn't divide it. We could divide the 6 by 3 and make it 2, but we couldn't divide the 5 by 3. 5 is prime, so as soon as you're simplifying and you come to a prime number in your fraction, you've got to stop there, haven't you? So 5/6 is the simplest form of that one. Right. How many centilitres are in 330 millilitres? Well, it's 33 centilitres. Oh, and then now I do like this problem. I just randomly found this one, and I really like it. So you can change one dimension of this rectangular solid by 1 centimetre. So one of them can increase by 1. If you could do that, which one would you change to get the to change the volume by the most and by the least? Okay, so what I would do here was, first of all, you need to work out what the volume is. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is, what is the volume? So I'll do this one here. So you've got 8 by 4 by 3. So 8 times 4, 8, 16, 24, 32. Maybe I can't. Maybe I'll do 4 times 3, which is 12, and times it by 8. It's up to you how you do it. So 32 times 3, so just check. So 6, it's 96. So we're working with 96 centimetres cubed. So what if, now you could just do this systematically. I'm going to go over there. you could just change one at a time. So you could go 9 times 4 times 3. So 4 times 3 is 12, times 9, that's 108. So that's got a difference, because remember, it's not get the biggest number, it's which dimension has changed the volume the most. So what I would do is each time I've done it, I would write the difference. So I really should have written this out in a grid. Part of maths is about systems and organisation. So that one has changed. That's got a difference of 12. So I've changed the 9. Changed the 8. Now let's change the 4 to a 5. So 8 times 5 times 3. And that so we've got 8 times 5, which is 40, times 3 is 120. Ooh, well, that's changed a lot more. So that one's got a difference. 96, 106, and that's got a difference of 24. Okay. And I don't know why I've done this. There we go. So that's that one, that's that one. And then let's change the 3. So 8 by 4 by 4. So 8 times 4 is 32, times 4, we can just check that one if we need to, 4, 8, 12, ooh, even bigger, 128. So that's got a difference of 32. Oh, that's not what I expected to happen. So, the dimension that you change, if you want the biggest change, is you would change the width. Okay? Now you can do that again and see which one the least. No, we don't need to, do we? Because we've got the least as well. So the biggest change would be changing the width, and the smallest change would be the. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah. 9. Oh yeah, I missed that one there. The smallest change would be changing the length. There you go. That's how you'll do that one. And then, like I said, my apologies, but I forgot to change those percentages ones for today. And then a very, very, very brief look at what you've got to do in your maths today. And a lot of you are saying you're enjoying these sheets that I've got, which is good to hear. Because at first I was like, oh no, I'm just giving a sheet. But if a lot of you are saying you're quite liking them, just a little recap to finish the week, because you've been looking at decimals and things like that. Just to recap ourselves once again with how percentages and fractions and decimals relate, because it's so important for 5 and 6. So you've got working with a 100 grid, which we've done before in lessons. So I mean, you should recognise that. So can you complete this? So that the first one, it represents 52 hundredths, because you've got 5 tenths and 2 hundredths. What percentage, what decimal, and you just got to fill the rest in. And all of it is quite self-explanatory. I'm just going to point this one out. You've got to convert these fractions to hundredths. The reason why is you can then give the decimal and percentage, because you're working out of 100. So the thing you do here is you just do what we've been doing in our fractions. How do you get it to 100? So this first one here is 300. Well, you divide that by 3, don't you, to get to 100? So if you divide that by 3, you divide the top one by 3. So what goes into 153 times, or what goes into 15 3 times? I know that's 5. Put the 0, that's 50. So that first one is going to be 15 over 100. That's then very easy to work out. That one there, you just double. So that one there, you just times by 4. You've got another divide by 3 there, and that one divide by 5. So it looks really complicated, but just get them to 100 and then you can work it out. And everything else should be okay on this. So good luck with that, guys, and thank you so much for doing the maths at home this week. Well done.